Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. It is truly an honor speaking in front of all of you today as the 11th Dean of the University of the Philippines School of Library and Information Studies. To my fellow UPSLIS faculty, the SLIS staff and reps, the SLIS Student Council, the SLIS Studentry, and the individuals, associations, and institutions who endorsed and supported my bid for the SLIS Deanship. Maraming salamat po sa pagtitiwala at pagmamahal. I am extremely grateful and humbled by your support. Isang mabigat po na responsibilidad, subalit tinatanggap ko ng buong puso. They say that I listen with my heart. As the new dean of the school I love dearly, I promise to lead with a heart. I know it will be a toilsome journey with twists and bumps along the way. But with the support of the SLIS community, the alumni, and the university, we can and will triumph. The vision and plans that I will present today would need the endorsement and ownership of the whole SLIS. I welcome your comments and suggestions so we can improve them. Together, we will walk this path in the next 3 years. The UP School of Library and Information Studies, the pioneer library school in the Philippines, is challenged to continuously lead and provide quality academic programs that will respond to the changing times. As our society is beleaguered by pertinent issues such as historical distortion and misdisinformation, among others, the school is in a vital position to lead the community in addressing these concerns. We need to equip our graduates with the knowledge that will help them excel in their work while maintaining honor and compassion, the hallmark of what a UP graduate stands for. The school needs a leader who will inspire, steer, and act to bring it closer to accomplishing its plans and more. It is a gargantuan task, but a great honor more than ever. With the confidence and support afforded by the SLIS community, I commit myself wholeheartedly and humbly to serve the school for the next 3 years. The road will be strenuous, but I pledge to lead and walk on that road hand in hand and with a happy heart with the whole SLIS community. I cannot claim that I can do everything that the school needs now, nor have the answers and solutions to all the problems, but I offer to serve the school the best way I can with transparency and accountability. I pride myself as an original BLIS UPCAT passer, pure-blooded as they say, the few who have chosen BLIS as the first choice upon entering UP. But I am also proud of the students at SLIS who came from various colleges and either enter the school as a shiftee or transferee. We welcome them with open arms as they provide diversity, not only in perspectives, but also in experience. I entered SLIS in 1996, Institute of Library Science at the time, and I saw and experienced how inclusive and welcoming the college was. Almost everyone knew each other, students, faculty, and staff. Students can easily talk with their teachers and vice versa. Students knew the staff as if they were their kin. Being a small college truly has its benefits. I appreciate and enjoy the community I was in. Luckily, in my 3rd year, I was invited to teach at the institute I considered my second home. It was an honor to be invited to teach at ILS and join the ranks of my beloved teachers. However, I put it on hold and politely informed former dean, the late Dr. Josephine C. Season, that I wanted to gain experience first as an information professional before joining the faculty. I believe my teaching would be more effective if I gained considerable professional experience. And so in 2009, almost 10 years after my BLIS graduation, I joyfully joined SLIS. Learning with and alongside my colleagues over the past 14 years was a wonderful journey. I had the privilege of working with all our former deans, namely the late Attorney Viva Victoria Aguirre, Sir Johan Frederick Cabab, Ma'am Kathleen Lourdes Obille, and Ma'am Mary Grace Golfo Barcelona, who were remarkable leaders and administrators who paved the way for SLIS to be where it is now. Each one banked on the successes of past leaders, learned from experience, and was helped by the SLIS community and stakeholders. In 2017, the UPSLIS strategic plan was formulated and approved by the entire faculty and staff to guide the school to the future. Last year, 2022, this plan was revisited and revised to address the needs of SLIS in the next 3 years. Like the previous one, this strategic plan was an output of all the efforts and contributions of the SLIS faculty and staff. In the UPSLIS strategic plan, the vision states, we envision UPSLIS as the premier information school in Southeast Asia in areas of pedagogy, research, and practice towards bridging information, technology, and society. Consequently, the mission statements and goals are stated in the slide. As such, in the next 3 years, as guided by the SLIS strategic plan, I will focus on my priority areas and flagship programs, which can be summarized into 3 E's: equip, engage, and excel. Equip. I aim to equip our faculty, staff, reps, and students with the needed knowledge, skills, training, opportunities, and support for them to be able to flourish and develop as individuals who will help and contribute to society. We will improve our academic programs in the school, as well as develop initiatives and activities for the overall well-being of faculty, staff, reps, and students. We will equip our own home, the SLIS building, with the necessary furniture, equipment, technologies, and tools that will respond to our needs and that of the 21st century learning environment. Engage. I aim to engage our faculty, staff, reps, students, alumni, the UP community, and the stakeholders in matters such as research, extension, service, and resource generation. Engagement is essential to build trust, connections, collaboration, and relationships with and among people, communities, and institutions. Excel. I aim to excel in business processes and practices and in ensuring quality in SLIS. I believe that achieving excellence in all that we do necessitates honor and compassion and culminates to serving and helping the people and society. Now, let us discuss each E's more deeply. Let us begin with equip. To equip is to further prepare and train the SLIS faculty, staff, reps, and students in their careers and professional development. This does not only cover academic concerns, but the whole being as well: body, mind, and spirit. I believe that human resource is the best resource that an organization has. Without them, organizations will cease to exist. As such, I will take it upon myself to look out for and nurture them. In the next 3 years, I will fully support all full-time faculty members who are presently pursuing graduate studies and help them in all aspects to obtain their degrees soon. Currently, of the 14 full-time faculty members, only one has a PhD degree. The lack of PhD holders in our roster of full-time faculty members is a challenge SLIS has been working on since the time of former Dean Johann Frederick Abab, circa 2011. Through the years, past SLIS administration supported such endeavors. From the remaining 13 full-time faculty members who have no PhDs yet, 6 are working on their PhDs, 3 are abroad, and 3 are in the Philippines. 4 of the 6 are expected to graduate in the next year or two. Of the remaining 7 full-time faculty members, 1 is about to start his PhD studies in the US in September 2023. And the remaining 6 plan to take a PhD in the coming years once the others who started have finished. Having enough PhD holders in SLIS will enable us to offer a PhD program in LIS that has been an articulated need and demand by the field for a long time. Aside from fully supporting and helping the full-time faculty members earn their PhDs, I will also work on securing tenure for 2 full-time faculty members this year. And I'm happy to announce that just recently, we have already secured the tenure of these 2 faculty members. SLIS also enjoys the privilege of having outstanding part-time faculty members who are practicing LIS professionals with various specializations. They have continuously assisted the school in offering and developing courses, advising students in their research, and helping in committee work, among others. As such, I will hold regular meetings and consultations with them to ensure that I know their concerns and for us to build initiatives and create programs or projects that will benefit SLIS and its community. Such programs or projects can be seminars, workshops, capacity building, grant application, research writing, and more. It is crucial that they are assimilated well into the school so we can work harmoniously. Aside from mentioned earlier, I will completely encourage and work on the professional development endeavors of all full-time and part-time faculty members. I will support and consistently remind them, if need be, their research and extension work, generate funds for faculty, administrative staff, library staff, reps, and student development, create a mentorship program, conduct write-shops, research clinics and colloquium, foster ideas, and nurture innovation in terms of activities, programs, and projects in the school. I will foster an environment and provide mechanisms that cultivate all these. It is not only necessary that I help the faculty in their academic and professional life, but I will also take it upon myself to look after their mental health and overall well-being. More of these are in the latter section of this paper. I champion the school's administrative staff, library staff, and reps for their indispensable and essential contribution to SLIS. As such, I will continue to provide training and staff development opportunities for them and ensure that these are used and applied in their work. I will work on having them trained to use new and useful technologies that will help them perform their work efficiently. A competency development program that includes training needs assessment, among others, will be conducted for all our staff and reps to ensure that we will be able to address their professional development needs. I will work on the above mentioned so they can reach their full potential by providing opportunities for learning and healthy and conducive spaces for working. Regular staff and reps consultation and meetings will also be held to ensure that concerns are immediately responded to and that programs and activities are cultivated and implemented. Brown bag sessions and kapihan will be conducted monthly. Team building activities are opportunities for interaction among them and will the faculty members will also be carried out to ensure a cordial work environment and harmonious working relationships. I will implement an open door policy and management by walking around principles that will encourage a work ecosystem that has no boundaries and encourages a participative, democratic, and consultative culture. I will ensure that everyone is heard. This also includes our janitorial and security services. We consider them members of the SLIS community. As such, we will care for them as we do with the rest. This year, I will endeavor to fill the 2 vacancies in the staff roster. Of this 2, I am happy to say that we have already filled in 1 vacancy. I will also work on securing a student records evaluator position for SLIS, which we do not have since. This will also let our university research associate concentrate on actual research work and further enhance the school's functions. Aside from these, additional human resources through non-UP contractual positions will also be obtained to address the administrative and operational needs of our growing school. I also intend to establish a student relations committee and/or explore to have student affairs coordinator at the school to focus closely on student activities as our community is growing and their needs varied. This will also help lessen the load of the college secretary, who is also currently assuming the roles of student affairs coordinator. SLIS prides itself on constantly producing graduates who pass and top the librarian licensure examination and those who excel and do well in their chosen careers and pave the development and future of library and information studies. They are considered trailblazers, and their spirit, disposition, and character are further cultivated at SLIS and the university. We are proud of our diverse students who are a mix of UPCAT pastors, transferees, and shifties in the BLIS program, and a mix of various specializations and disciplines in our graduate programs. As SLIS is an inclusive community, we wholeheartedly welcome them and their perspectives and ideas. They inspire us to constantly assess our programs and courses to address the changing times. Aside from constantly reviewing and developing the program and courses of the students, I will undertake constant consultation meetings, like the kapihan or town hall meetings with the students, to listen to them and address their concerns. I will also work closely with the SLIS Student Council, the various student organizations and interest groups in SLIS, namely UP-LISA, UP-FLIP, ARCONS, and INTEC, and the non-affiliated students in the school, so we can both develop programs and activities for the whole studentry, such as thesis marathon, IT tutorial sessions, career guidance, board exam preparation, job fairs, and others. I would also like to develop student leaders in the school who could step up and assume leadership positions in the student council and student organizations. As such, I will conduct leadership training and seminars for the students and engage them in student activities. I will endeavor to take care of them and support them throughout their whole student life, from when they are admitted to the school to when they graduate. I will promote and bring about an environment in the school that cares for its students. Much like my open door policy and management by walking around principals with the faculty, staff, and reps, this will also be applied to the students. Aside from mentioned above, I will endeavor to look for funds and grants to assist our students in their needs to support their education, be it scholarship, attendance to training programs and workshops, joining of student contests that will showcase their research or SLIS, research assistance, and provision of gadgets and internet connectivity, among others. I will also make sure that there are safe and conducive areas in our temporary home in Soler for student tambayan and meeting places. We will provide them access to water, food, and snacks in the school. I will not only endeavor to take care of their academic needs, but as well as their mental and overall well-being. I value and care for our students, and I will exert all efforts to be there for them and with them. To equip is not only to prepare the human side of SLIS, but also its academic programs and courses and the holistic development activities of the school. Regarding the former, we need to constantly review our programs and curricular offerings to ensure that we are responsive to the times and the changing needs of the profession. In the next 3 years, our BLIS, MLIS, and MSLIS programs will be reviewed and subjected to curricular changes. We will make every effort to offer new, innovative, and relevant courses like those on data management, data literacy, digital humanities, and data curation, among others. The minor programs in BLIS will now be put on the table to be carefully reviewed and proposed to the University Council Curriculum Committee. Partnerships with other academic units to offer joint PhD programs, undergraduate or graduate programs, particular courses, and similar initiatives will also be explored for possible implementation. As I mentioned earlier, we will not only focus on the development of academic programs, but also the holistic development of the SLIS faculty, staff, reps, and students. As such, we will create wellness programs that will promote these. Examples are regular exercise activities, wellness and mental health talks where we can invite doctors from the University Health Service and other organizations, mindfulness activities, and others. We may also contract the service of a psychiatrist who can offer regular consultation services to our students, faculty, staff, and reps to help them with their mental health concerns. We will also tap our Gender and Development Committee to ensure our active participation in university-wide activities and conduct our own GAD activities in the school. Equipping also means furnishing our home on campus. Presently, we are occupying a portion of the UP School of Labor and Industrial Relations, or SOLAIR, through the kindness and generosity of former SOLAIR Dean Ronely Assumption and its current Dean, Dr. Melissa Serrano. We have been staying at SOLAIR since 2019, and now that UP Diliman is conducting in-person classes and meetings, SOLAIR has been very helpful and accommodating to our classrooms, offices, and other facility-related needs at SLIS. As SOLAIR is our temporary home, we will work on creating it comfortable and homey enough to address the requirements and inclinations of the SLIS community. This includes providing spaces for meetings and tambayans, and making drinking water and light snacks available for the faculty, staff, reps, and students. The whole SLIS community is excited about the completion of the renovation of the building we can truly say is our home. The new SLIS building, formerly Institute of Zoology, located at Quirino Avenue. This new building houses the school's offices, classrooms, SLIS library, and laboratories. The new SLIS building has been a dream of the community ever since, and through the compounded efforts of the former deans, it is now nearing completion in a little over 2 years, hopefully. While optimistically, Phase 3 of the renovation is to commence this year, we will endeavor to equip the building and the SLIS library inside with the necessary furniture, equipment, tools, and technologies appropriate for it and the 21st century learning environment. I will regularly monitor the status, development, and progress of the renovation and will make every effort for it to be on track. The SLIS community looks forward to its inauguration and our eventual transfer to the new building in the last quarter of 2025, earlier if possible. As such, we will look for partners, donors, and sponsors who can help us equip our building with suitable fixtures and technologies. Here, we will involve the SLIS Library Committee, the alumni through the UP Library Science Alumni Association, and the whole SLIS community. Our space and facility should be inclusive and gender sensitive as well. I will make it a point that we have this in our temporary home in Soler and especially in our new building. The next E is engage. To engage is to involve the faculty and staff, reps, through consultative and transparent processes and decisions in the school. It is also to engage the alumni, stakeholders, and partners for possible programs and initiatives like investing in research, offering grants for the faculty and students, providing funds for equipment and furniture for our new building, and more. There are endless possibilities if we engage with them. To engage is also to encourage and support the research of the faculty and students, their extension work, and that of the school. We will endeavor to look for funds and grants that will assist and sustain these. Resource generation is an essential work of the Dean, and we will explore and exhaust all workable means to earn our keep. The school will also engage in research that will help understand the landscape, the changing needs of the profession, and the new directions we will traverse in the future. These are essential in policy decisions and crafting new programs and course offerings. We will also continue actively participating in professional associations locally and abroad to promote our national, regional, and international visibility. We will maintain our membership and participation in the Philippine Librarians Association Incorporated, Philippine Association of Teachers of Library and Information Science, and the Council of Heads and Deans of LIS Schools in the Philippines, to name a few. We will also continue to engage with iSchools, the Asia Pacific iSchools, the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions, the Asia Pacific Library and Information Education and Practice, International Council on Archives, the Southeast Asia Pacific Audiovisual Archive Association, and the Association for Information Science and Technology. We will also explore possible faculty and student exchange and internship programs with other iSchools, such as the University Technology Mara in Malaysia, the Memorandum of Agreement of which is being reviewed by both UP Diliman and UITM, and other prospective universities locally and abroad. We can explore the joint offering of academic programs and courses between UP Diliman colleges, other UP constituent universities, other Philippine colleges, or higher education institutions abroad. We will continue to invite visiting professors to our school who can help us develop programs and courses and assist us in our research and projects. A service to UP, the whole community, and to the nation, an integral and essential responsibility of SLIS as an academic institution, we will endeavor to actively engage communities, including the unreached and the marginalized, through our programs and activities on information and data literacy, records management, information organization, library personnel development, LIS teachers enrichment, and others. I would also like to increase the number of undergraduate and graduate students at SLIS. I will work on resolutely promoting the programs at the level of basic education by actively promoting our programs through partnerships with K-12 schools. We can start with the schools of our current BLIS students. We will connect and discuss with them the opportunities of choosing BLIS as a college course. We can come up with activities that the schools and SLIS can work on so both can benefit from it. Eventually, talks with other high schools in the Philippines can follow suit. I will also encourage and support the activities of the SLIS student organizations in promoting SLIS in the profession. Their activities, such as the LIS Congress and Live Speak, have been a huge help to the school in promoting its BLIS program and the profession in general. For graduate students, we will work on actively promoting it via various channels, both in the Philippines and overseas. In addition to active promotion, We shall work with university offices to enhance the image of the school and its degree programs through strategic communication. We will then join the Office of Admission to find ways to provide more helpful information to UPCAT applicants as they choose their prospective degree programs. We will also hold regular consultation meetings with our alumni and stakeholders to inform them of our plans and programs so we can continue to engage them and collaborate with them. Talking about visibility and presence, we will continue to be active and more on our website, social media, and other channels to maintain engagement with our audience. The constant updating and improvement of our web presence are needed. Since 2020, SLIS has maximized the use of technologies to guarantee that despite the work from home setup and online learning brought about by the pandemic, we remain to be seen and felt not only by the SLIS community, but by our counterparts, stakeholders, and audience, both locally and abroad. As such, we will continue to develop online offerings to sustain our presence on screen. The last item in my vision is excel. To excel is to do well and be outstanding in all our activities and undertakings. While we endeavor to be excellent in everything we do, efficient work processes will help facilitate this. As such, we will regularly review our office processes and employ systems that will help us efficiently conduct our work. Not only should we frequently review office processes, but as well as policies and practices. In addition, we will also conduct a recurrent review and assessment of our budget to optimize allocation and improve utilization. We will continue to strive to maintain our Center of Excellence in LS Education by the Commission on Higher Education. Together with this is our continuous effort to evaluate our unit via the internal academic assessment and development system of the university. We will ensure constant monitoring and timely submission of our IADS entries annually. And in congruence with this is our fulfillment of the university's mandate for academic programs to undergo external quality assurance. The BLIS program of SLIS is set to undertake quality assurance under the ASEAN University Network or AUNQA in 2024. Preliminary activities have started since 2020, and we are revising our self-assessment report version 3 to SAR version 4. I will exert all efforts for SLIS to make it through the AUNQA preparations and pass the certification with flying colors. I will closely work with our Quality Assurance Officer and AUNQA team for these purposes. Although it requires the participation of everyone, this team will focus on ensuring that we have the right processes, documentation, and activities necessitated by quality management. Excel also represents the culminating point of all our efforts articulated in this paper's Equip and Engage sections. That if we do everything remarkably and with honor and compassion, they will conclude with excellence. I trust that these 3 E's, Equip, Engage, and Excel, will support and help realize the plans identified in the SLIS strategic plan and more. I believe in organizing programs, projects, and activities that address multiple areas. Thus, several programs and projects integrate more than one of the E's mentioned. Kaya po pahintulutan niyo po akong ulitin ang mga sinabi ko kanina sa simula. With the confidence and support afforded by all of you, I commit myself wholeheartedly and humbly to serve the school for the next 3 years. The vision and plans that I have presented would need the endorsement and ownership of the whole SLIS. I welcome your comments and suggestions so we can improve it. As such, as the new Dean of the UP School of Library and Information Studies, we will all together walk this path in the next 3 years. Maraming salamat po.